In the last video about the original plot of Zootopia, I predicted the plot of Zootopia 2 precisely. Watch this. So my guess is that they're most likely gonna find oviparous, so like reptiles or chickens that are not mammals, so there's gonna be a conflict in there. But I also said that they're probably going to use concepts from the original plot in the second one just because it's easier and it just kinda makes sense to. And odds are that you're watching this video because you saw my other videos and you find the original plot very interesting, so it's gonna be kinda cool to see what things they reused. They used a bit where Nick lives in a basement that's like not well taken care of. And it's interesting because in both stories they have the same concept, but they convey different ideas. I know I'm talking about a kid's movie, okay, listen, they both convey different ideas. So in the original plot, Nick living in a basement is to show how poor he is. Everything is sad and worn down, he has leaking pipes, but that's just because he cannot afford to fix anything. In Zootopia 2, his apartment is also kinda sad, but that's just because he doesn't care and he's lazy to fix anything. He's also supposed to be a fox. I mean, I've always associated foxes with the wilderness, but apparently in cities like London, they actually live in the cities and they're called city foxes. Look it up, it's pretty cool. So I think here he's supposed to be like a city fox living in someone's basement. At least that's the idea that I got. Speaking of characters, they brought the Sniffer Squad back. The squad that was tracking down Judy while they thought that she was in trouble with Nick. Also, can I just point out that I love that they used wild hogs instead of domesticated pigs this time? I mean, there's no cats or dogs in Zootopia because humans never existed, so they were never domesticated. But we still have pigs and sheep for some reason. I mean, none of this is real, like, it really doesn't matter. But I think it's cool that, you know, they added wild hogs. It makes a lot more sense. I like it. Also, Zootopia 2 surpassed my expectations. Like most people, I was nervous about the sequel. I thought it was going to be like an Incredible 2 or Frozen 2 situation where the first one is mature and has some like deep themes and some dark scenes, and then the second one is like very washed down or just feels like an unnecessary continuation of the first movie and doesn't really like need to be like explored. As weird as this sounds, the best part about Zootopia 2 is that it is Zootopia. It feels like a natural continuation of the first one. Like the first one's that they're all animals but they're all mammals, so they ask what about everyone else and they bring them in. That's very interesting. But a good world is only as good as the characters that live in it, and what about them? Are they any good? Well, yeah, I was kinda scared that they're gonna mess it up because their chemistry in the first movie is so good, but they actually did a good job, emphasizing more that Nick is a solitary animal and Judy is a pack animal. That's why Nick lives alone in a basement and Judy lives with her family, or used to. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but on the wild, foxes are kind of reserved and shy, but once they get to know someone, they're quite clingy. Kinda like me, actually. Huh. Pobbard, I really like his character, I like his design. That scene where he's walking in the dark and his eyes glow evil. Oh, I thought that was really cool. And poor guy, he just wanted to belong to his family. Although he did the unforgivable things. Gary the Snake, played by Ki-Hoo Kwan, I really liked the actor. I didn't really think much of the character, which is weird because he was like the main victim of the whole movie and we didn't really get to spend a lot of time with him. And there's that bit where he tells Judy, "You're my best friend," but they had just like met. I guess like she really is the only one that wanted to make things better for him. It's also kind of smart that they took out Chief Buggo for most of the movie, so it wouldn't be a repetition of the first one where he's like, "You're not good enough, you're the rookie, girl." I feel kind of weird talking about all this, knowing that it's a kids movie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I kind of forgot that it was a kids movie until I went to the movie theater and I saw the families while I was just an adult alone by myself. Like a man would be in front of me saying, "Can I get one adult ticket to Zootopia 2 and 2 children's ticket, please? Can I also get 3 bags of popcorn?" Yeah, the kids are very excited to see it. I think it's gonna be a fun movie. Hi, can I get 1 adult ticket for Zootopia 2, please? Any popcorn? No. I know what kind of man you are. What the theater was pretty full of families, so I sat close to the front where the rows were empty, but then the aforementioned happy family sat all the way next to me, leaving up the left completely empty. The obvious solution was just to move to the left, but I felt like that would have been rude, so I just sat there with a row of empty seats to my left. It got kinda awkward because of the adult jokes. If you've seen the movie, there's this scene where they're talking about having a threesome, and not me and the dad kinda looked at each other like, oh yikes. Then the second time they talked about a foursome, not a threesome. I looked at the dad, but he didn't look at me. Also, this channel just reached 25,000 views, and as weird as it sounds, I don't think I would have been here without the original Zootopia videos. I also want to say something, that the Zootopia videos were probably the most fun I've ever had while making videos, because I felt like a detective going through the archives of the internet to find the original sources. Also, they are a remake of another video that I made a long time ago. Really guilty, but when he goes out, Finnick turns out to be Nick's childhood friend. Finnick. Don't ask. I pre-made the first 2 videos in my channel and then just thought of uploading that one, but then I thought, oh, my accent and audio quality in this video is kinda bad. I'll just redo the voice lines. I dropped it in Premiere Pro and then just remade the entire thing. Believe it or not, this right here what you're looking at is the original timeline of the entire thing. A lot of the files are missing, so sadly I could not watch the video completely through, like, within the program. And it's almost kind of nostalgic for me, all this, because it was like a long time ago, and I tell you, it was the most fun I've had putting a video together. There's a lot of files missing, and some are even gone from the timeline, so I don't know why that is. Here is a better example of what it originally looked like when it was all put together. For me, it's almost kind of like I'm probably gonna archive this somewhere, because I'm really happy that I actually do have this somewhere in my computer. I did not. Like, I thought it was gone until I found it recently. So, yeah, anyway. I was standing at my work, looking at my phone, just watching the videos blow up. It was very crazy. People have emailed me of where I got all the sources for it, and my strategy was that you can just simply look up the storyboard artist for the movie, and then go to their online portfolio, and there's where you can find a lot of the sources, and then you have to piece everything together like I did. I used my imagination a lot for those videos. I've also gotten a lot of comments of people saying, David, where are you at? You should upload more videos, and guess what? I am back. In a couple of days from now, I'm going to upload a crazy story time, completely original. And completely honest, guys, I think this is the last Zootopia video ever, so I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all in Iceland.